on virtually any Android sold in the United States this year. You look for that wrench icon, tap it to bring up the application. The very first time you go in there, you'll have to log in, but after that, we'll remember the login and you can just come right into your screens. So first, we'll start with work orders that are waiting for pickup. You see this particular text got a couple. For Hugh Morgan here, you can see it's a PM waiting for pickup. Got all my salient details, including drive to address, what I'm going out to work on, and any notes. I'll also point out it's worth mentioning that you can add a voice note from the Android application as well. What your service techs will do is they'll go ahead and pick it up to take responsibility, get a confirmation. You'll notice that that status is updated to picked up. Grab your tools and parts, hop in the truck, mark it en route, and begin tracking time automatically against that work order. Now, while I'm in the truck, I might want directions. Since we know the address of where we're going, I can hit Get Route. And if you're familiar with Android, you can go ahead and pull up the map, and it'll take your current GPS position and provide you a route right to where you're going. So when I get there, I'm going to pull the phone out of my holster and open up the Kriego app, and what you'll see here is that I've got a button right on my home screen for that active work order. We call it the active work order widget. So you never have to look through lists for the thing that you're working on right now. It'll always be right in front of you. Let's pull it up. When we get there, we'll start work doing that installation, maintenance, or repair function, and that time, of course, will be tracked as well. A couple things I want to point out while we're doing this. The site info also contains a link to the service history, so here are all the work orders that we've done at this site in the past. Equipment is the same way, and everything you'd expect from an Android, like being able to dial out to the customer by their phone number, all exists in here too. When you're done, you go ahead and tap that status, mark it complete, put in a completion note, test here, so you don't need to watch me typing. If there's a specific piece of equipment that you worked on, you can go ahead and add that now. This site's got 2 pieces of equipment already, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose AC1, save it. I could also search or add a brand new piece of equipment. I go ahead and hit complete, and that work order is now completed, which will update the server. You can add a picture note. So if I go to notes here, hit menu, choose add note, you'll see that I get the choice of a text note where I just free type it. Note from picture gallery if I've already taken the picture, perhaps when I was not using the app, or I can take a photo. So I'm going to go ahead and use the take a photo example. You know, hey, thumbs up. I go ahead and click OK. Ridiculous as that example is, it will attach it to the work order and send it back up to the network so that you can see that in the office. Invoicing is simple. This one's right now marked not invoiceable, so we're going to go ahead and change that to put an invoice on this work order. The Android application supports classes, so you can see this is a service class. I've got a custom field for recommendations on there. And what I'm going to do is add a line item from services. I'm going to put a trip charge on there actually. I know that one by number. Trip charge is $40. I'm just going to use one. It's non-taxable. And go ahead. So that $40 trip charge is that. I can go ahead and mark that prepared. And that'll update the server. So we looked at pricing up the invoice. It's pretty simple. You know, we also support discounts and taxes as you'd expect. And you can even remove the invoice altogether. And that is a quick view of the service management application on Android.